Hi, my faithful friends. It is Tiffany here, aka Fidelis, and today I am bringing you another Sims 4 challenge. Today I am showing you my attempt at Simarchy's Furnish Me challenge. All the credit goes to her for building the house, but I decorated it. So, really, instead of this being a speed build, it is going to be a speed furnish. And honestly, it took me just as long as if I would have built the house myself. I don't know, I'm so indecisive. But anyway, just a quick overview of the rules. She provided the house. She said we can use any packs. We have no budget, but we cannot use any CC, which was fine because I don't use CC in my builds anyway. She asked us not to change the floor plan, doors, windows, exterior, or landscaping, and it has to be submitted by March 28th, and that's fine because mine is done now. So before she features this on her Twitch stream, I've done a speed furnish for you to look at. Hopefully my furnish is selected for her to tour. If not, here it is for you to view anyway. I really enjoyed this challenge. If you like to furnish but you're not a big builder like me, kinda, I encourage you to do this challenge. It was really fun, and I am looking forward to any ones that she puts out in the future. Okay, I will be back with you in just a second when the speed furnish begins. See you in a minute. See you in a second. Okay, welcome back from just a second ago. What you see me doing here now is decorating the kitchen. What you don't see me doing is deciding where to put the kitchen. That's one thing I do like about this challenge. When I build a house myself, I have in mind where I want to put what, but when you're given a shell or an unfurnished home, whatever you want to call it, you have to look at the plan that was given to you and decide how you're going to do it. And it's much more difficult for me, at least, to do it that way, but it's also more fun. So, like I said, I really enjoyed this challenge. I really liked the idea of where I was going to put everything. And I mean, when I say it took a long time to decide where to put the kitchen, I asked my mother, I asked my boyfriend. He walked out on me. He left the room like, "Are you serious? This is what you called me for?" Yeah, I just couldn't decide, but I decided to put it, like as you see, toward the back of the house rather than the front. But just so you can understand the vision that I'm going for, I obviously wanted to make this because of how many bedrooms it was. I wanted to make it a family house, but I did not want the all the rooms to be dark. I furnished the public area in what I pictured the mother and father's style to be, which is really modern and chic, and I don't want to say plain, but I mean neutral. I guess I could say neutral. Black, white, grays. That's the mother and father's style. But when we move on to the children's room, you would see that I gave their rooms a little personality, because even though their parents are really uppity, and I guess I pictured them as stuck up. The house, there's nothing ever out of place. That's how I pictured this family when I saw the house. They have a maid, maybe even I can't say butler because a butler would have to live in, but maybe he's a live out butler, housekeeper. I don't know what you want to call him. I just picture them having that. There's nothing out of place for this family, well, for the mother and father, and I just didn't want the children to be that way. In a way, I wanted them to be rebellious against their parents' style, but not rebellious in a behavioral way. If you understand, you'll see what I mean when we get onto the children's room. But I am so sorry. That was my phone. I should have put that on silent before starting the voiceover, but I am not restarting this voiceover because honestly, this is the fourth time that I have recorded this voiceover. But like I said, the family has a little, like, a really chic vibe, but I gave the children their little corner there with the TV, as you can see with the pillows. I made that the children's corner. What you don't see in the speed build, I wanted to give them like a video game console, but I forgot to put it in, so I put it in afterwards, so you won't see that. But if you download this home on the gallery, you would see the video game console in the house. Here I am just cluttering up the kitchen. One thing I must say, I try to be good at cluttering, but I am not. I don't know if it's not, to me, it's just not a lot of selection, or, but I see other YouTubers do cluttering up really nicely, so maybe it's just me. I need to learn how to use what I have, but I haven't done that yet. But I tried. I thought the pots on top of the fridge, because they ran out of cupboard space or something, which was a cute little idea. I had to shrink the pots down though, so the ones on the right hand side, the silver ones, I don't know if you see it on the right as well, it looks a little out of place because you could tell that the pots really aren't that small. But yeah, I enjoyed cluttering it up. I didn't want to do too much, because like I said, this family is a family where nothing is out of place. It's not junky. It's even strange for them to have those pots on top of the fridge, but they've run out of space. What you don't see in most of my spiel, please, I won't be adding the bathrooms, because like they're really basic bathrooms in this build, especially because I found what I chose to be bathrooms, I found them to be really small. But here we go, we are moving on to the parents' bedroom. As you would see, I put in a little bit more color because this is their private space. They don't have the guests to impress, so they brought out a little bit more of their personality. I used a lot of the vintage glamour stuff in their room. I mean, it's still dark, it's still neutral and modern and chic and fancy, I guess, but they added a little yellow, they added a little color just to show their, I guess, personality. I don't know what the color yellow means. I think if you give somebody a yellow rose, it means friendship. Or is that white? I don't know. If you know what color a yellow rose is, I'm actually going to Google it after I finish this voiceover. But if you know what it is, just leave it in the comments and let me know. But I believe a yellow rose means friendship. But that's not why I did the color yellow in the room. It's just a random thought that came to my mind. But I wanted to give them a little seating area, but like you might have saw me just put the couch in there, but I decided against it. The room wasn't big enough to put a little seating area, so I put the little ottoman on the other side and put their dresser there. I also gave them the vintage glamour lights, which I honestly don't like that very much now that I'm looking at it, because it makes the room look very yellow. I mean, I know the wallpaper and the bed had yellow accents, but the lighting is given off is really yellow. It took me a minute to decide which painting to put up there, because like I always say in my speed builds, I am very indecisive. It takes me a long time to pick wallpapers and stuff. Like I finally decided on that one because I thought the plain white was just too plain. The rug, please let me know if you in the comments if you like the rug that I chose for that room, because I was a little unsure, but I ended up keeping that one that you see there. So just let me know if you actually like it, because I still don't know, but I left it there. I'm still a little iffy about it, but I just wanted to say that it is 10:24 p.m. when I am recording this voiceover, and I am extremely tired. I am ready to fall asleep right now, but I want this video to render while I am sleeping, so I decided to do the voiceover now. Like you see me there. I didn't know where I wanted to go with the teen boys bedroom, so I used one of the styled rooms just to get a little head start. I ended up changing most of the things there. I changed, but I needed a little help. because I don't know how a teen boy would decorate his room. I mean, I have a 5-year-old boy, so I guess I have to figure that out. But I guess by the time he becomes a teen, he will let me know how he wants his room decorated. But I had no idea how to decorate this room, so I used the styled bedroom to start, and I just changed it to what I pictured for him. And for his personality, the teenage son, I just figured he was a gamer. I put like a little, I see that poster behind his bed as a video game character. I put that video game character behind his bed. I gave him the gaming, what I call a gaming chair. Gave him a desk, and you'll see I gave him the most expensive computer, I believe, in the game. And I pictured his parents did not buy that for him. I feel that he would have saved up and bought that himself, the computer. And he is basically like me and other gamers out there on Twitch, on YouTube, playing The Sims, maybe not, maybe playing some Fortnite or Overwatch, I don't know, maybe even some Grand Theft Auto, but I believe I pictured him as one of those teenagers, and I pictured him as messy, so you can see I added some of the clutter on the floor. Of course, that is way against what his parents wanted for their house, so I guess they just keep the door closed. We are now on to the little girl's room. I pictured her as a child daughter, child girl. Yes, I don't know, child daughter, child girl. But anyway, I pictured her as a child, and the first thing I did, I knew I wanted to do pink, something really bright and against what the parent style is. So I picked the bed first, and then I picked the curtains, and I decorated the bedroom around the curtains, and I've never used those curtains before, so it was nice to see what I came up with for them. I really like the pink and green. I would definitely, I don't want to say that in my future builds I would definitely use this, but if I'm building a house for like a current household for personal use or whatever, I would definitely use this color scheme again. I think it came out really well. Let me know if you agree, if you like the pink and green together. I don't know if many of you follow like sororities, like black sororities, but I believe it is the AKA sorority. I'm not a Sora, so I'm just guessing, but I believe their colors are pink and green. So maybe this little girl will grow up to be in AKA Sora when she goes to Howard University or University of North Carolina Technical. I don't know. My sister went to this college, and I can't remember the name of it. But maybe she will go to those places and become an AKA Alpha Kappa Alpha, I believe. That's one thing I do hope to see, which is really random. I really hope to see colleges and universities of some sort in The Sims 4. So hopefully it's coming for us. Here I decided this was a treehouse. I found this afterwards. I cut the part out where I had started like taking screenshots and stuff, and then I realized, oh my gracious, there is a treehouse that I need to decorate. And honestly, as you can see, I did not know that there was a big tree down the middle of the things. It doesn't show here, but in the screenshot you can see it's very unrealistic unless they cut the rug, that the tree would be in the middle of the rug. But I wasn't gonna change it. I'm way too tired to change it. But anyway, I just pictured this as the little girl's getaway because her parents are so uppity and tight. So I just pictured that as her little getaway to do. You would see I put her little journal there and everything just to get away from the rigidness of her parents. And I guess the fighting between the teenage brother who's rebelling, get off the computer at night. She just doesn't want to hear it, so she just goes out to her treehouse. But anyway, that's my vision of this house. This video is about to end. I hope you enjoyed my speed build. I hope you enjoyed my little background story that I made for it. If you do like it, please give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Thank you. I will see you next time.